People ask about our brand. What is the Tahitian Noni brand? Well, it begins in Tahiti with our story, and it spreads out from there. T and I created this industry. We are the #1 Noni company in the world, and no one else can say that. We're first in Noni production, first in Noni research, and first in Noni quality.
Tahitian Noni International selects specific islands for growing the noni based on a battery of tests. The soil, the water, and even the air must meet exacting standards. The environment must be perfect and pristine. On more than 80 separate islands throughout the wide expanse known as the islands of Tahiti, thousands of families tend and nurture wild-crafted noni trees for Tahitian Noni International. Throughout the year, these industrious islanders are visited by TNI's Director of Tahiti Operations, Edward Turaru, and his staff. The company has a strict certification process for both growers and harvesters, ensuring that every fruit, every leaf, and every seed meets exacting standards. After the noni fruit is carefully selected and harvested, it is thoroughly washed and individually inspected. Only the fruit that passes this meticulous scrutiny moves on to the next phase. The fruit is then placed on curing racks to further the ripening process. In preparation for shipment to Tahiti, the clean, inspected fruit is placed in special drums fitted with a double layer of sanitary liners. Every single drum is carefully examined and weighed. Then each drum is marked with ID information, who harvested it, when it was picked, how much the drum weighs, and a tracking number. Here on the island of Tahiti in the small town of Mataaea lies a brand new state-of-the-art noni processing facility. Capable of processing enough noni to supply the current and future needs of a growing worldwide market, this facility stands as a real and tangible reminder of the investment that Tahitian Noni International has made in the islands of Tahiti. This is where noni fruit puree is created from the raw fruit that arrives from outlying islands. Each batch begins with the creation of a batch record. This is where the tracking number of every drum of fruit is recorded, and reports are made throughout the processing as quality checks and other testing take place. The inspected fruit is then run through a process called finishing. In the finisher, the seeds, stems, and skins are removed, and the flesh of the fruit is turned into a puree. Then comes a pivotal step. Using the revolutionary Wadsworth Story process, the puree is pasteurized. But unlike traditional pasteurization, this breakthrough method ensures a sanitary product without denaturing the puree. All the beneficial properties of the noni fruit are left intact. This Wadsworth Story process is completely proprietary. It is owned and protected by Tahitian Noni International. The end result is a pure and natural noni fruit puree which is loaded into lined shipping totes. Each of these totes, which hold 230 gallons of puree, is marked with a lot number, the date, and the time of filling, and a composite sample number. The composite sample is critical. Before a tote is sealed for shipping, quality control personnel take a sample and subject it to a battery of purity tests. Only when it meets TNI's exacting quality standards is it ready to ship to bottling plants throughout the world. From its ancestral home in the heart of the warm Pacific, the pure and natural noni puree is shipped to bottling plants strategically placed for maximum efficiency. In Guangzhou, China, in Leipzig, Germany, in the Chubu district of Japan, and in Utah in the United States. These are the first of many finished manufacturing facilities positioned throughout the globe, perfectly placed to establish product manufacturing close to consumers. When the totes full of noni puree arrive here in Japan, just like when they arrive in China or Germany or the United States, quality assurance personnel verify the certificates of analysis from Tahiti. Nothing happens until all the records are checked and verified. Once the tote verification process is completed, the noni puree is hygienically pumped into huge batch tanks, where it is blended with thoroughly tested additional ingredients. Each of these batches will yield 3,500 gallons of finished Tahitian noni juice. When a new batch is begun, quality control initiates a new production batch record. Once the flavoring process is completed, quality control personnel take samples and test them. After the batch supervisor reviews the quality control checks and signs the release, it's time for bottling. Every bottle is thoroughly sterilized before filling, then the bottles are hot filled at a precise temperature to ensure a sterile environment. The bottles are then capped with tamper-proof seals, labeled, and a batch code is permanently printed on the bottle. With this number, TNI can trace a bottle of juice back to the bottling plant and the batch it came from. From the batch records, they know which totes were used. From the tote records, they know which drums of fruit were used. And from the drum records, they know who harvested the fruit. This ability to trace the product back to the islands and the harvesters who picked the fruit is a powerful thing. TNI is the first company in the world to create and master this fully integrated process.
The Tahitian Noni brand represents our passion, our story, our history. It represents the benefits of Noni. It represents our people and our lifestyle. Tahitian Noni is taking its place among the greatest of the worldwide brands. Because of all of these things, when you talk about Noni, you can only talk about Tahitian Noni International.
Mirinda is a company of destiny. From the beginning, there's been a sense of inevitable greatness, a sense of unimaginable importance. For us, it all started in 1994, when Stephen Story and I first discovered Noni. Since then, the pieces have all been falling into place. Insight has sparked insight. Innovation has driven innovation. Every achievement, award, study, and success has added one more piece to the puzzle. Our story is epic, a real-life drama with actors entering the stage, making their contributions, expanding the narrative, always shaping a purpose and a destiny that had its origin long ago on a small island in the Pacific.
There are powerful things in nature that are good for us. People have known this instinctively for millennia. It's a collective wisdom acquired through thousands of years of practical use, through countless generations of trial and error. Today, science confirms what we already know, that often nature provides the best way to protect and prolong life. The challenge is bringing the best Earth has to offer together in one formula.
Every morning, I still feel a sense of anticipation and excitement for what's to come. Because at Mirinda, we're in the business of discovery. Our journey has taken us around the world to find the most powerful plants, the healthiest natural compounds, the latest in scientific research, and bring them all together in a way that provides real benefit for people around the world. It's a philosophy we call Earth's Best. You know, the word Mirinda means Noni. And for us, the journey started in Tahiti with Noni, one of the most remarkable medicinal plants on Earth.
Seen from high above, Tahiti is little more than a pinpoint of land, a green speck breaching the center of the vast Pacific. But zoom in and you find that Tahiti is one of nature's most magical creations. From mountain peaks that pierce the clouds to flat atolls that barely float on the sea. Coral reefs surround the island, breaking the waves into perfect pipelines that beckon surfers from around the world. Here, with air swept clean over thousands of miles of open ocean, with pure springs, and just the right amount of fresh rain, and with volcanic soil that's unusually rich and fertile. This is the perfect place to grow the perfect plant, Noni. An amazing fruit full of compounds that strengthen and protect the human body.
I'm Techeeirak. I'm a grower, I'm a farmer first. That's my job. We are with this young lady, because I can say she's a young lady. Her name is Irene Tematahotoa. She say our ancestor used this for medicine, medical product. She has not a lot of tree, but she take care about them, so there's a lot of fruit on it. We have very natural product. That's the key. If we want to do good product, we're sure that the product that we put in the bottle is the best product that we can have in the world. She said that it's not a problem for us to produce, because it's in our genes. She's just enjoy her life, you know. I don't know how to explain, but she's very happy. What can I say about Polynesian? They are very proud to be Polynesian first. They are very close to the culture. They are gentle people. That's my country.
It was in Tahiti that Tahitian Noni was born, the world's first superfruit supplement. That was 1996. Tahitian Noni quickly became a phenomenon and launched a multi-billion-dollar industry. Today, Tahitian Noni is consumed by people in 70 countries around the world for the simple reason that it works.
When we first developed Tahitian Noni, we knew it was a powerful health supplement, but we didn't know what compounds in Noni were responsible for creating these benefits. Nobody knew. But being a research company, we were determined to find out. In 2009, Marinda researchers were the first to discover that much of the benefit of Noni comes from chemical compounds known as iridoids.
13.43% solids.
With 15 known iridoids, Noni is one of the richest sources of iridoids on Earth. The most compelling benefit of iridoids is that they protect the human body from AGEs, destructive compounds formed when sugar molecules bond with proteins. AGEs cause premature aging and make us more susceptible to illness and disease. Iridoids have been shown to block the formation of AGEs and prevent the damage they cause.
Once we understood the power of iridoids, we knew we could make a good thing better. Today we know that different iridoids work in different ways to fight AGEs. And combining these iridoids from a variety of sources provides increased benefits. So we began to look for other plants with iridoids that would complement the ones in Noni. But they only grow in a handful of remote locations scattered around the world. So we set off on a search that would take us around the globe.
As far south as Chile.
950 kilometers south of Santiago, Chile, lies a region of Patagonia known as Los Lagos. To the west, the Pacific Ocean. To the east, the Andes Mountains. And in between, a swath of the world's most fertile farmland. And nature's most perfect blueberries.
This is what we came for. This water is irrigating our blueberries. This water is so pure, it just melted off that glacier up in Volcano Sorno. And you can taste the minerals. The best water in the world. It makes this land some of the most fertile land in the world. He's telling us how rich the soil is, and how it's full of the nutrients the plant needs. This is the only variety of this kind of blueberry that's growing around in the world right now. He's explaining what this fruit has is the wax around it, the bloom they call it. The wax protects the fruit. They use the tip of their fingers very softly to roll it towards the palm of the hand and gently lay it on top of the other fruit. If it drops more than 20 centimeters, it will damage the fruit.
Yo misma las planté.
I'm the one who planted them. So she does feel like a mother. He says all of these plants are my babies.
The iridoid found in our blueberries contributes to the defense against AGEs.
And when I try to convey to people that there is so much more in our product than the perfect fruit that was grown with volcanic soil, this climate, and that glacier water, there is also the pride of the grower and the caring and love of the harvesters is what makes us come all the way here to Chile to get our blueberries.
Our journey is a never-ending one. It started 2,000 years ago in the most pristine place on Earth and continues today as we search every corner of the world to find Earth's best. This is our passion, bringing the most powerful things in nature to people everywhere. All these things we've talked about have an ultimate relevance that's vital to everyone. It's not a vague idea of wellness or well-being. Instead, it's a message that speaks to the heart of every living person. How old am I really? What is my true age? How can I measure it? More importantly, can I really live younger, longer? This question, what is your true age, will be asked and answered 10 million times as we continue to strengthen our passion and our voice.